Part 2 of the Halloween event 2025 kicked off yesterday in Pokemon Go, and it's my personal favorite event of the year. We've got a bunch of cool costumes showing up, like the brand new costume Teddiursa and the Noibat, which are shiny boosted. We've got stuff like the costume Pikachu, the Froakie and Rowlet from last year, and a bunch of other fun costume Pokemon showing up in the wild. And considering how much I love this event, I want to spend as much time in it as possible, and so I've decided we're gonna go for 24 hours straight, running as hardcore as possible for the catches, the shinies, the hundos, just all of it, for 24 hours non-stop in Pokemon Go. So how many shinies will we catch? How many Pokemon will we catch? Just overall, how will it go? Let's go test it out and see how much we can get in 24 hours of the Halloween event 2025 part number 2. Well, let's get straight into it. Shiny costume Vulpix. Oh my god. So just look at the shiny deck. The nice session provided. Dude, this has been one heck of a 24-hour challenge. Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well, and yes, we are spending 24 hours non-stop during this Halloween event part 2. I'm really excited for it. We're going to see how many shinies we can get. Hopefully we're going to finish the shiny Teddiursa and Noibat lines. I like as many of them as possible. Hopefully we'll get shiny spiritomb and a bunch of other things. We'll have to see. Before we kick off, we just go ahead and check in on our starting stats. Now, we're not going to cover all of them. Obviously, I have screenshot the important ones, but the ones I just quickly want to go ahead and cover before we start is just going to be the main ones displayed here. So when it comes to distance walked, starting at 12,350 kilometers, dead on the dot, which is kind of fun. When it comes to Pokemon caught, we're starting at 354,201. Pokestops visited, we're starting at 163,053. And then for total XP, we're starting at 299,695,752. We should be hitting 300 million XP today, which will be pretty fun. And speaking of XP, big goal for today is I want to hit level 73. We should be able to do it. I was hoping to do it yesterday before this, because then we can start on the 200 kilometer task for level 74. But yeah, just those 30 raids, I just didn't get around to getting them done within, like, you know, the time we were out yesterday. And so we should be hitting it hopefully relatively early today. We'll see what happens. But yeah, those are our starting stats. We're going to be starting at 10 a.m. so in just about a minute. There we go. 10 a.m. is hit, and we are starting the 24-hour challenge for this event. Let's get grinding, let's get catching. Go try and find some fun Halloween shinies, you know? Let's go try and find some fun Halloween shinies. I'm gonna start off by running the daily incense. We'll see if we can get a Galarian bird or something like that. We've got an hour's worth of daily incense during this event, or during this 24-hour challenge, and so hopefully we'll at least find one, but we'll have to see. Either way, that's the first of many Pokemon caught. Let's get grinding, see what we can get. And just under 29 minutes into the challenge, our first shiny of the 24 hours. It's gonna be a shiny Pumpkaboo. This looks to be the XS version. I think I already have. But whenever you're doing a 24-hour challenge, any shiny is a good one to go ahead and pick up. And so I will happily take this one to go ahead and start off today. And at least it's an actual costume shiny, you know? It's actually, like, you know, in the spirit of the Halloween event, you know? I think it's kind of fun. Anyways, 585 on that shiny Pumpkaboo right there. It's not the best, but hey, it's the first shiny of the 24 hours. I'll happily take it. I'm close to the end of the daily incense. We've got a Swadloon, which is just kind of miserable, but you know, it is what it is. We'll keep going. We'll see if we can get potentially a Galarian bird in like the last few spawns of the daily, but I highly doubt it. If we do, I'll let you guys know, but if not, I'll see you guys when it's done, I suppose. That's daily incense number 1 of the 24 hours done. Of course, we still got tomorrow's, which we'll do. I'm probably the last half hour of the event. Yeah, nothing overly that great from it. We had some, like, you know, we had a good amount of spawns, but unfortunately no shinies just yet. But, you know, still with one on the board, we're going to go ahead and throw down a bunch of incense. We're going to have to buy more, because I did not buy them in preparation for this event. And so, yeah, that's kind of annoying, but hey, it is what it is. Hopefully we'll be able to pick a costume shiny from it. You never know. But anyways, I want to get to the research grind. And so let's go ahead and do the research breakthrough for the day, if it will actually load. There we go. All right, well, we're going to get some Stardust. Pokeballs, I will happily take that. Don't get me wrong, I have a decent stock of them, but any like, you know, extra Pokeballs helps. Do we get a shiny from the research breakthrough? No, it's a Frigibax at 500 CP. That is actually god-awful. Honestly, not doing that bad. About 200 catches in already. That's actually pretty decent, to be honest. 205 in. We're coming up on 300 mil XP. Very happy to say that, but yeah, we're not doing that bad. But now that daily incense is done, let's get to the grind. The proper grind. And go see how many shines we can get. Right, now the current legendary Pokemon, or the Pokemon that's in legendary raids right now, because it's not really a legendary, is going to be Genesect. However, today I realized it actually ticks over to Giratina Altered form, which kind of sucks, to be honest. It's not the most exciting legendary to have as a 24-hour raid boss. 1884 for the Genesect. It's not the Honda. So Giratina Altered is in raids from, well, basically now, any raids that spawn from here on out are going to be Giratina, but I don't really want to raid it that much, and so, yeah, I plan to use my remotes on something a little different, and then all the in-person raids. Some might go to Giratina if we have a Spiritomb task, which I actually have a couple which I got to this Genesect right here, but yeah, the rest of the in-person ones might just go to the costumes, because, you know, it's the Halloween 24-hour challenge. Got to do some costume raids. Yeah, anyways, I just put down this Genesect just because I have got some Spiritomb tasks. It's not going to be shiny. I have not had good luck with Genesect, or Deoxys, in fact. I got the defense form, but that that was it. In a sector, I did not get a single of the shiny of any drive this rotation, and so that kind of sucks. But yeah, anyways, it is what it is. As I said, I'm doing it for the Spiritomb tasks, and so yeah, you know, I'm just gonna run from that for the time being, just so we can go ahead and check these Spiritombs. I'd really like to get this shiny during the 24-hour challenge. I doubt we will, just because like I have terrible luck with Spiritomb. But yeah, both of those aren't shiny. Both 879. They're both decent at least, but the raid bosses for this event, at least legendary-wise, aren't the best, and so yeah, we'll be doing our remotes on something else, which I actually have an invite coming in a couple minutes, and so we'll cover that then. But yeah, Spiritomb's definitely a hunt for today. I want to try and get the shiny during the 24 hours, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Likelihood is we won't, but we'll give it a best shot. Now this is the legendary raid boss I want to go ahead and use my remotes on. We've got Shadow Latios in, I believe until, what's it, Saturday or something like that, because then it shifts over to Latios, and I still don't have this Shadow shiny. It's my favorite legendary Pokemon. It's my favorite shiny of all time, and I don't have the Shadow shiny, and it just feels criminal. And so I want to try and get it during this 24 hours if possible. I will say I did end up using one of my remotes already for today on a Latios right before the challenge started, just because the local players that had this raid that sent it to me, they said they had an extra one earlier on, and I didn't know how easy it'd be to get these remotes, and so I figured I'd take it. It was like a 1930 or something like that. It wasn't shiny, so nothing to write home about. But yeah, just quickly to disclaim that, well, you know, disclose that, yeah, we only have like 8 left after this, but yeah, hopefully we can just get the shiny and we can just be done with it. That would be nice. Of course not. And 2416, 2507 is the weapon boosted Hundo, and so yeah, this one isn't great. Hopefully we'll get it. It's a 1 in 20 odds, and so 20 remotes. Got a decent chance at it, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and catch this, and let's go try and find that Noibat and Teddiursa, because those are the ones I really want this event from the wild. Now I come to town because I got all the like tasks down at the track, and so I just figured, considering the fact that we're heading back down there for Spotlight Arrow anyway, we'll come to town just to go for a bit of a quest grind, try and find some more Spiritomb tasks, and hopefully some more Noibat and Teddiursa tasks. And while I didn't get any shinies on the bus, I did find a wild Mesprit. Just, I don't know how I'm getting so lucky with Mesprits. This is like my third one in 2 months. It's ridiculous. I just got to town. I had some issues with my internet or something like that. It just would not load the game for some reason, and so that kind of killed like 10-ish minutes, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Right after fixing it, shiny costume Vulpix, dude. Oh, let's go. I'm really happy with this one because, well, I never posted it. I did a 24-hour challenge last year for part 2 of the Halloween event, and Vulpix was my main goal, and I never got it during that 24 hours. Granted, as I said in a video, like, you know, during part 1 of this year's event, I did manage to pick up the shiny costume Vulpix last year. I got it, I believe, on like one of the last couple days. I was really sick, and I just never got around to posting the video. But yeah, no, considering the fact that I never got around to posting it, we never had a clip of it on the channel, and so I'm really happy we managed to go ahead and pick one up, especially during a 24-hour challenge the following year. I think that's awesome. Yeah, 760, it's not the best, but hey, it's another shiny. I will happily take it. And it's one of my favorite shinies during this event, and so yeah, I'm very happy to go and see that. We've got a Froakie right here. Can we do a back-to-back? No, it's perfectly fine. But yeah, as I said, we're going to go for a bit of a quest grind. We're going to see if we can find some more Spiritomb tasks, and hopefully a shiny Noibat and Teddiursa. That would be nice. Should be due on very, very soon, I hope, but we'll see what happens. Either way, yeah, let's get to the quest grind. Let's go see what we can get. I haven't had much luck since that Vulpix, but I did just get an RSVP to this Cubone raid. I figured we go ahead and include it because I think this will probably be the only one I'm able to do. I know it's not a Latias, but I did take this because this is a very rare costume Pokemon. It was only ever available globally once. It was way back in 2023, I believe in November, for the Dia de Muertos event over in Mexico. It's like a festival or celebration, annual thing over there. They decided to do a global event a couple years back, to celebrate it. But they never brought it back. And the only time they ever did do it, back in 2023, there was a massive storm where I lived, and so I wasn't able to actually get out and really do many of these. I think I did like 2, just so I could have the Cubone and the Marowak, and I never got around to doing any more. I never got the shiny, and so I'm hoping we can get it here, because this would be such a cool costume shiny to get. It would be a very exclusive one as well, so please be green. No, unfortunately not. And 686. I don't know what the raid hundo is for Cubone. I've never done a Cubone raid. Well, no, tell a lie. I have. I did one back during this costumes release event, and that was it. And so I have no idea what the hundo is, but still, it's a cool costume to see, whether it's good or not. It sucks it wasn't shiny. That would have been amazing, but yeah, no, still, I will happily take it. 10, 14, 13. It's not great, but I will keep that because, yeah, it's literally just a Mexico exclusive event nowadays, which makes sense, but sucks they no longer do the global one, because Mr. Duskull from that event is locked behind that as well, which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. It's one of those things. And now, not long later, we got an invite to the Duskull. It's a free 70. Again, I don't know what the Hundo was for this thing, because I've never rated it. And so, yeah, it could be good, but what I'm hoping is for it to be red. Please. No, unfortunately not. But, you know, still, it's fun to go ahead and see these guys again. It was not that crazy of a, like, milestone in the grand scheme of things, but if I hit an excellent throw here on this Noibat, I actually managed to catch it, I will be hitting 300 million XP, and of course we botched the excellent. Okay, it broke out. Okay, we get another chance. Annoyingly, Noibat does like to move around a little bit, and so might have been a little bit difficult, but we hit it in the end. Now, I believe that should be enough. Let's go ahead and see. Yep. 300 million XP. You'll have to see it. It's not like the craziest milestone or anything. I know there's people, I think someone in the world is at like 10 billion or something like that, but you know, still, it's a fun little milestone for me. I think it's cool. I just wanted to record that for the fun of it. Let's keep going. I shouldn't even put the camera down. Shiny Jigglypuff literally a minute later. Okay, cool. We're picking things up now a little bit. Don't get me wrong, we're on a bit of a slow pace considering the fact that there's a lot of shiny boosted Pokemon during this event, but you know, still, we're doing alright. 4 hours in, 3 shinies, can't complain. Picking the IVs, 12, 1, 14. It's not the best, but hey, it's there. Can we get a shiny Noibat to follow it up? No on that one. What about this one right here? Still no. I don't understand how we still haven't got this shiny. From all the grinding yesterday, there's 4 hours today. I still don't know how we haven't got it, but hey, it is what it is. Just popped home for a quick little lunch break. Back out now. We're approaching the 6-hour mark, and we're only at 3 shinies, which is kind of not great, but it is what it is. We'll try and pick up some more, but just put down a Drifblim raid, because this will give us a spiritomb task to go ahead and claim. So, first off, is the Drifblim going to be shiny? No, it isn't, unfortunately not, and 1296. There we go. Now for the encounter we care about, the spiritomb completely blue. Nope, and 857. It's garbage. Alright then. I'm gonna go wander around the track for probably a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and just go restock on Pokeballs on the bus before Spotlight Hour. And then we've got the Shinies grind. I want to try and get both shinies in 1 hour, ideally. We'll see if we can, but yeah, it'd be great if we can do so. It would be great if we can get them both in 1 hour. It's got nothing to do with this event. But it's a shiny Galarian 6 again. That's a fun one. Just grabbing the bus back into town to hopefully get some raids in before coming back to Spotlight Hour. I'm like 14 purifieds away from the 73 as well, and we're getting close to, I think we're like 8 raids away as well. And so yeah, I want to try and crush as many of those as possible before Spotlight Hour starts, and just happen to get a shiny Galarian 6 on the way. Cool. 794. It's not the best, but I mean, at the rate we're going off, any shinies are good shiny right now, and so I cannot complain with it. Oh my god. I'm not risking going into AR mode with this. I know we haven't shown the sparkles for really any of the last few shinies, barring the Zigzagoon. Just because, like, it was off incense for the Vulpix and lures for the Jigglypuff. But, like, I'm not risking even running away from this just to, like, you know, re-encounter it to get the sparkles on screen recording. Because this has taken way too long to get. Finally, we picked up the shiny costume Noibat. The odds for this are, like, 1 in 128. I saw 200 yesterday after our last Teddy Ursa, and, like, I've seen about 300 Teddy Ursa Noibat combined today, and by that 200 yesterday, I mean, again, Teddy Ursa and Noibat combined. There's like upwards of 500 checks for just either of them. And finally, we get ourselves a shiny one, dude. Oh my god, I don't even care there's bad IVs. I'm just happy to go ahead and pick up the shiny. Because this is the one I needed as well. Oh my god. Cool, can we get the Teddy Ursa to follow it up? No, that's perfectly fine. We've got another 16 hours, 15 minutes to get the Teddy Ursa, dude. Oh my god, that took way too long. One of the biggest goals for today, and it took 8 hours to go ahead and get. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'll see you guys if we get another shiny on the bus. If not, I'll see you guys for Spotlight Hour. Now it's approaching 6 p.m. and it's time for Shinies Spotlight Hour. On screen right now, I'll give you my starting stats when it comes to my Pokedex, and here's my starting stats when it comes to Candy and XL Candy. I really hope we could pick up the shiny here, because I need, I guess, 4 of them if we're counting the authentic ones, but if we can just pick up the 2 phony ones, just to finish the baseline, I'm happy with it, because the antique ones, like, you know, they're not going to be easy to get. They're going to take a good couple years to try and find those, unless we get really lucky, but we'll see what happens. But either way, the spawns should be ticking over any second now. I'm going to try and check one of the Noibat replacements when they spawn in, just to see if we can get a first check shiny, because I have checked some of the full ones. So let's go for this one right here. It's not going to be a pink teacup, unfortunately. I think one of these 2 over here was a Noibat originally, and so we'll check those, but they're not shiny. Alright then, let's get going. Let's see if we can find some shinies. Let's see if we can find some antique ones, because I still have never found an antique Shinies apparently, and so let's go see if we can find those. At the very least, just try and finish the shiny line. That's all I really want from this Spotlight Hour. Oh, and there we go. 11 minutes in, we got the shiny Shinies. I was able to, like, you know, quickly run away from it, start the screen recording, and, like, you know, re-encounter to get the sparkles, as you guys are seeing on screen, but oh, let's go. Can I just hit this thing, please? I need to throw the curveball. Okay, that hit it. Hopefully it catches. Oh, let's go, dude. I was really, really hoping we'd be able to pick this up during the spotlight hour. This is the whole reason. This entire spotlight hour is the reason why we're doing this 24 hours today. And so our RNG not being like, you know, that good today, all that was because I scheduled this 24 hours for this day specifically because of this spotlight hour. And so I'm glad we got a shiny to go ahead and, like, you know, compensate for that, dude. There we go, registered to the shiny dex. Is it antique? No, it's 40. I was not expecting it to be antique in the slightest. 0119, it's not great, but there we go. There's the shiny Sinister. You love to see it. Number 1. We've got 48 minutes to try and find number 2. Our luck hasn't been that great today, and so we're due another full art shiny, and so if we can get another one, that would be amazing. But we'll see what happens. Either way, though, I'm happy to go and pick up one brand new shiny for this event, and for the 24-hour challenge. This puts us at 6 shinies now for 8 hours in. That's really not great, I'm gonna be honest. Came off the 424 scenes, so on screen now is how many checks it took the spotlight hour to get. I'm stoked we managed to pick it up, and also managed to pick up an antique form. Just wild, like, you know, non-shiny, and so that was fun. Oh, dude, okay, right, let's get back to grinding, and try and pick up a second one, so we can go ahead and finish the set. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. If that's not good compensation for our day so far today, I don't know what is. You're joking. Yes, dude. Okay, right. I guess now we're just looking for the antique forms, which I am in no way expecting to get this evening unless this one happens to be it. Which, by the way, is it? No, that's perfectly fine. I don't even care. Checking the IVs. Actually decent. 10, 13, 15. Okay. Actually a decent IV one. I will happily take that, dude. Oh my god, I need to watch where I'm going. Okay, over here's the right side of the pathway. Dude, it has been 5 minutes. I will show you how many checks it's been. 441. What was the last one, like 424? It's been like 17 checks since the last shiny Sinister, and we got another one. Okay, sweet. We can evolve it. Like, I'm pretty sure if we just come here to the thing. First one's just there, the 281. Really, just a couple rows up. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Okay, well, back to back? No, it's perfectly fine. We finished the baseline. Cool. Well, I can't say this was a shiny I was expecting to see today. Shiny Spinder. Whenever I get a make 5, like, Great Cobble Thrower on a row tasks, the one for, like, you know, Spinder encounters, I always do them, you know, because I'm trying to get all the Spinder pattern shinies and stuff. Of course, I need to do it for the shiny decks. Outside of the event with, like, what was it? Was it the Dunsparce? That was it. It was a Dunsparce event a few weeks ago. Outside of that, yeah, and I guess Paris Go first, because we got a couple during that. I have gone 5, 6 years without a shiny Spinder from a regular make 5 Great Cobble Throws in a row task. Just randomly picks it up here during a 24-hour challenge. And somehow I hit it on Sinister. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know if it's a form I need. It's garbage IVs, but no, it turns out I did already have this one. We got it back in Paris. Dang it, dude, that would have been great if we managed to pick up one of the new ones, or one of the ones I needed. It's fine. It's fine. It's one of those things. Still, it's fun to see it. It's another shiny for the 24-hour challenge as well, so I can't complain with it. Hey, right, we're in the darkest part of the track area. I apologize for that, but I'm just doing some grunts because I figured, well, I mean, we got both the shiny Sinisters. I doubt we'll get the antique, and while we are trying, obviously, I just figured the likelihood is so low, and so I was just like, look, if we come across any grunts, I need to purify Pokemon for level 73 anyway, and so we'll just do them when we come across them. And I had this dark-type grunt that gave me a Shadow Carvanha, as you guys can see right here, and the CP is 227. I know it's kind of covered by the timer there, but it is CP 227. There you go. And I saw that, and I was like, that's pretty high CP. And it turns out, well, it isn't a Hundo, it is a purified Hundo, which is really cool. And I figured, considering, like, I know it's purified, but considering the fact that we've been going for nearly 10 hours now, just fit, like, you know, we've gone that amount of time without a Hundo, we might as well go ahead and purify this. Especially considering the fact that it does have a Mega. And so I was just like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and purify it. Get ourselves a Hundo. There we go. Purified Hundo Carvanha. Good to see, and I think that's a brand new Hundo for me. I don't think I have this. I have the Shadow Nundo, which is really cool, but I never got a purified Hundo when it was, like, you know, I think Sierra had it. August of last year, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I never got a good one to purify. And so, glad we managed to go and pick that one up. Sucks it wasn't shiny, but, you know, still a fun little thing to go and pick up. Right with that, it's hit 7 o'clock, so Sinister Spotlight Hour is officially over, but we've got a third one. This one actually in the wild. I don't know what's been going on with our shiny luck this past hour. It has just taken a complete 180 compared to what it has been. Just so far today, I can't even talk. I'm just, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, we need the antique form. Is this it? No. That's fine. Is it any good? No. It's a, what, 297? It's not the best, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, no, Spotlight Hour is literally just finished. We've got a Teddiursa right there. It's not going to be shiny. That's fine. Literally, it just finished. That was my final check of the event. It only hit 7 o'clock, like a few seconds after I had encountered it. It's, yeah, ridiculous. We'll quickly check how many we saw during that hour. We ended at a scene of 675 and a court of 502. On screen right now is how many we saw in court over the course of the entire hour, because I don't remember exactly what we started off, like, off the top of my head. A pretty decent hour, you know? know, we got 2 antiques. I managed to catch a second wild non-shiny antique, and so we finished that line, and 3 shinies, which is ridiculous. We got the Spinner and the Purified Hundo carve on it. It was mental, especially considering the fact that I basically gave up on this spotlight hour midway through. I mean, we got both shinies, and I just wanted to focus on the purifying and the rockets and stuff that I need to do for 73, and so yeah, crazy spotlight hour. Honestly, absolutely crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna make my way home. I'm gonna quickly have something to eat, and then we're gonna head back into town for the night session, which will be fun. We'll clarify, we're not doing the entire night session out on foot. I live in a very not so safe place to be out super late at night, and so, well, yes, we're still gonna be staying up all night, like, you know, grinding the game. We're just gonna be doing that indoors for probably like, I'd say 4 or 5 hours. Probably get back out the door around 5:30 in the morning. We'll probably head back, or head in at about 12:30. So, you know, looks like we're grinding, gonna be taking a bunch of remote raids, and so, you know, we'll still be doing the night sesh. So yeah. Anyways, with that out of the way, I'm gonna make my way home, go have tea, and then I will see you guys, I guess, if we get a shiny on the way there or at home. If not, I'll see you guys when we get out. We'll get back out, and we'll head to town for the outdoor night session. Yeah, I guess you could say. Right, been home, had tea, and just got back out. We're stuck in traffic annoyingly. Apparently there's some stuff going on the road. Been stuck in this traffic about 10 minutes, been doing some purifying, and got a shiny Charmander, which is fun. It's a very obscure, random shiny for this event. It's like the only Charmander I've seen all day. But, you know, still, it's a fun one to go ahead and pick up. D13 floor, it's not the best, but it's another shiny. We got a bunch of teddy bears here. Come on, tell me one of them's green. We're about to go into the point where there's like no internet connection, and so it might be a bit slow, but yeah, unfortunately no shiny teddy bears before that. What about the honor? It's 164. No, alright then. We'll see what happens. Either way though, I'm happy to get another shiny. That's fun. Right, well, I'm gonna try and keep my voice down, because I'm sure there are people around here that are probably trying to sleep around this time. But as you guys just saw, we've officially hit the halfway point of the 24-hour challenge. We'll get to the quick, you know, little stats check-in just a moment. But I just put down a Steel-type Grunt, which is unfortunately gonna be a Alolan Sandshrew, not Beldum. Kinda sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, this is to purify, because I believe we're only like 2 or 3 off. We're still a raid off. Can we go ahead and purify the Sandshrew right here? Oh no, 5 left. That's fine. I think I have 2 more ready to purify. I got on the bus down here, I just completely forgot to do, and so we'll get those done in a second. But before we go ahead and continue the grind, I want to go ahead and just quickly let you guys know I have been doing the Noibat and Teddy Ursa tasks. It's just, again, they just haven't decided to sparkle, and so we'll check a few on camera, see if we can get the shiny luck to turn or to show up when we're recording. Our non-shiny Teddy Ursa right there, 560. I'm not even going to bother catching them, to be honest, it just takes too long. Non-shiny Teddy Ursa right there, 562. They're getting closer to the Hundo. What we care about is the shiny, which that Noibat unfortunately isn't, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, so far, I mean, we're not doing that bad. We've had 12 really cool catches from the day so far. 10 shinies, had a wild Mesprit, which was insane. The 1 Hundo we got being a Carvana, which isn't exactly event related, but you know, it's still fun. Checking in on our stats, we are coming up on, I believe, 2,000 catches in about 150 more, so that's not that bad. Coming up on 1,000,000 XP, you love to see it, and 32.4 kilometers walked. Granted, that's definitely not all walked, but the bus getting down here was very slow, and so, yeah, I bet you a bunch, well, at least like 3 kilometers were buses, but, you know, it's one of those things. Still, crazy amount of walking today so far. It's absolutely insane. Let's keep going and see if we can hopefully have some better luck within the second. You never know. Okay, we're back on the bus home now. I need to be quick with this because my stop is very, very soon. Shiny costume Rowlet from the incense. So we can't show the sparkles, but dude, that is amazing. I missed out on this costume last year, and so when it comes to like the main Fallows ones, this was the one I really wanted the most. So I'm so happy to finally pick it up, dude. Checking the IVs, 6, 4, 12, it's not great, but who cares? Shiny costume Rowlet, dude. Finally. Oh my god. Alright then, let me go off the bus and yeah, I'll see you guys when it comes next. That's crazy. Let's go. Okay, well I definitely have to be quiet around here because I know that it's, you know, pretty late and I know there are people sleeping around here, but I can't screen record it because I just realized I'm out of phone space, but I'll sort it out in a minute. Still getting over Rowlet, and not even like 10 minutes later, shiny Wurmple. Yeah, I know, it's not part of the event, but that's shiny number 12, I think. That's what I'll take, you know? 0, 8, 9 is not the best, but I will take that. I will happily take that. I'm gonna go sort storage out on my phone, and then we're gonna go restock the Pokeballs, because, yeah, I'm a little bit low. Make sure I'm ready for the night session, so, yeah. Let me go clear storage space, and I'll see you guys with hopefully a shiny in the car. That'd be nice. Right, going for a bit of a car grind now to restock on Pokeballs, and I just had the only Shadow Latias invite I have seen today that wasn't from a local player, and so, yeah, and also turns out this happened to be the 30th raid for level 73, and so when we go home, we can just go ahead and do the free 50 maxing Pokemon stuff. We can hit level 73, and then start on the walking task for tomorrow, which is good, but I want to see if we can get the shiny here, because of course I'm still looking for it. It's a 1968, and so it could be a Purified Hundo, I'm not sure, but yeah, either way, I'm just hoping it's shiny, so we can just be done with it, so please be gold. It isn't. Okay. Well, 1968, it's still a good one, so I mean, we'll catch it and see if it's any good, but yeah, if it is, I'll let you guys know when we get home. If it isn't, then, well, I won't. Right, okay, there we go. We're back home now, and it is about 12:30 at night. So, we're in the second day. My character is GPS drifting. We can check this Noibat. It's not gonna be shiny. That's fine. I won't catch anything there, because I want to go ahead and hit level 73. Because we only need to power 3 Pokemon to their max CP. And so, let's go ahead and do that now, just for the fun of it. And the first Pokemon I want to go ahead and 50 max is going to be this Hundo Rayquaza. Now, you might have realized that the outro of the original 70 and 71 video, I said the next video would be Mega Rayquaza Raid Day, and it was planned to be. But then, of course, Legends CA came out the same day we finished the 70 and 71 video, and so that video took long enough to get out as is. But it's also the fact that we literally did 46-something raids, I think, for Mega Rayquaza. We got 1 shiny on the 3rd raid. That was it. And so I just, I took a bunch of remotes after that. I didn't get a single shiny after that one. And so I just thought, you know what? We'll just scrap it, because we didn't make that much progress towards 72 at the time. And so I just decided just scrap the video, and I'll mention the shiny Rayquaza at some point. And so yeah, we got a shiny Rayquaza, which is fun. But I wanted to go ahead and 50 max the Hundo Rayquaza I got way back in 2023. And I figured what better time to do that than now. And so let's go ahead and send it all the way to level 50. We're given it Dragon Ascent, got the Excels, got the regular candy. I sent it up to level 50. There we go, our first level 50 for level 73. You love to see it. I guess it's an easy 50 max. It's a cheap one. Let's do Hundo Dragalge. Mega Dragalge is a part of Legends ZA, and I'm gonna be honest, it is my favorite Mega design. I adore it. It's such a gorgeous design Pokemon. Let's go to 50 max this Hundo one I got during the Wild Area event last year. There we go. I don't know what CP that went to. 2694. 450 Hundo Dragalge. You love to see it. And then the last one, I don't know, I guess it's Hundo Dragonite. I got from Wild Area last year. We might as well send this one up. Another cheap level 50, and I love Dragonite. I have a massive collection of level 40 Dragonites, and so it makes sense to have a Hundo at level 50. There we go. Level 50 Hundo Dragonite, and if we just come out of that, that's our 3rd one. Level 73. Let me go ahead and hide the timer. There we go. Level 73, 2,762 Pokemon caught, 1,478 Pokestops visited, 60 kilometers total explored. Playing those rewards right here, we got some shades, gift storage, rare candy XLs, a raid pass, some other stuff as well, like Ultra Balls and stuff, and we can go ahead and check in what we have to do for level 74. Level up max 20 times, explore 200 kilometers, and 250 research tasks. I had hoped we'd get to level 73 before we hit the 24-hour challenge. The only reason why is because of the explore 200 kilometers, because we've already done about 30k or something like that, and so I was hoping we'd be able to get here before the 24 hours, but it's fine. Yeah, it's good to know that we finally hit level 73. You know, you love to see it. I will say one thing, we're not going to cover exactly all our stats, but I will say one thing. We have hit 2,000 Pokemon caught. We're at approximately 2,015 Pokemon caught on the 24-hour challenge, which is honestly pretty good. I will see you guys as and when I get a shiny. Sorry if I seem like I just can't talk, I'm really tired. Oh my god, dude, the night session provides with the incense, the shiny costume Teddy Ursa. Finally, we picked up this shiny, dude. I don't know how it took this long to go ahead and pick this up. We've got 8 hours and 17 minutes left of this challenge, and finally we picked up one of the easiest shinies with this whole freaking event. Finally. 316, it's not great IVs, but hey, it's a shiny Teddy Ursa. I'm happy with it. I've been sitting here editing the past, what's it, an hour and 10 minutes since the last time we checked in. Finally, got the Teddy Ursa. Okay, dude, let's go. I'm happy with that. Okay, cool. This 24-hour challenge is definitely picked up. And with that, it is now 11 minutes past 5 in the morning. I'm gonna talk a bit quieter, at least for the next couple hours, just because, yeah, it is very early, and I don't want to wake anyone up, and so I apologize if I'm a bit quiet, but, you know, it's an understandable reason, you know, but yeah. Originally I had planned to come out about about 5:30, but I'm gonna be honest, I could feel myself falling asleep, even just in my desk chair. Yeah. Either way, we're out now. We've got just under 5 hours left of the challenge. Haven't had a shiny since that Teddy Ursa, unfortunately. You know, still, it was fun to get a shiny Teddy Ursa over there in the house cluster. In the house session, and I believe we got about 150 catches, which isn't that bad. I'm gonna walk down the road, and then walk back up. I'm gonna get the bus into town, just to restock on Pokeballs, come back, and do the last 3-ish hours down the track. Close out this whole 24-hour challenge. Coming up in the final 3 hours, we've got another shiny Teddy Ursa, thankfully. Not the Noiba that we actually need, but I mean, hey, another shiny is another shiny. We'll take it. It took us so long to go for a Teddy Ursa, and now we've got a second one, so I cannot complain with it. Checking the AVs, it's going to be 572, it's not the best, but hey, it is what it is. Right, and we're off the bus now. I look an absolute state. I'm gonna be honest, that was probably one of the most roughest bus grinds I've ever had during a 24-hour challenge. Of course, you guys haven't seen the other ones, but that one was rough. Thankfully, the main purpose of it was restocking on Pokeballs, and so my Go Plus did all that for me. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't fall asleep, but I was getting very close to. I was getting very close to. Sitting down was not a good idea. Essentially, it was at a point where like my eyes, like my eyes just would not stay open. Needless to say, we're not sitting down for the rest of this 24-hour challenge, but anyways, we're back down the track now, and I just went to clear out my Pokemon storage, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize what we got, but we got some really cool stuff. I'm sure you guys could probably tell what we got, considering the fact that it just went straight to my storage, and that's when I realized I got it. But if we go to my Pokemon storage right here, we got a shiny Ditto. Yeah, I don't know how or when. It had to have been within the last, like, 15 minutes or so. It says it was caught around this area, and so it has to have been caught between, like, here and the bus stop I got off at. My guess is it was a costume Teddy Ursa, because I have heard that can still swap into Ditto and stuff, and so, yeah, that's a really cool shiny to get. But something else we got, we just noticed that this Noibat didn't transfer, and I was like, there's no way. Finally, we got a wild Hundo. Like, we got the purified Hundo Carvana yesterday, that was great, but we were yet to get a wild Hundo, and managed to go and do so with one of the costume ones as well. But yeah, no, that's a crazy thing to get, that's a crazy couple things to get down to the track to see. But yeah, anyways, we are in the final 3 hours of the event. We've got 2 hours and 41 minutes left. We're at 15 shinies. I want to get to 18. Last year when I did this, I got 17 shinies. We're going to go for 18 shinies. We'll need to get 3 more, which should be doable. I'm hoping we can pull in a Noibat, but at the same time, I'm not overly fussed at this point. We're in the last leg of the challenge. We've already got a Noibat, and so that's fine, but I'd like to see if we could pick up one more. But again, if we don't, it's not the end of the world. I just want to get 3 shinies of really any combination, just so we can say we did better than we did last year. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We haven't had much luck with the shinies just yet since that Ditto, but we've still got an hour and 45 left, so we hopefully will get at least 1 or 2 more. But I have got the last 2 Spiritomb raid or tasks we're going to be able to do during this 24 hours. I know we didn't get up to doing many of them, but they were pretty like spread out today. They were pretty difficult to find during this whole past couple of days, and so yeah. It's not the easiest to find, but hopefully one of these 2 will be shiny. We'll check the first one first, please. Yes! Yes! Finally! Ah! Oh. Yes, dude! Shiny Spiritomb! Freaking finally! Get that in the ball now. Dude, 6 years I've been hunting this bloody shiny. Finally! And literally on the last 2 tasks we had of the 24-hour challenge. That is insane. 14, 10, 11. It's not the best, but screw it. Oh, perfect. Right, shiny number 16 done. And we still got 1 more Spiritomb task to check. Is it going to be shiny as well? I don't really care if it isn't, but no, that's fine. 868. I don't care. Dude, finally got shiny Spiritomb. I am well happy with that, dude. Finally freaking got this shiny. Okay. Well, that puts us at 16. Cool. Okay, we're at 16. We need 1 more to tie with last year, and 2 more to beat it. I think it's possible to at least tie it, dude. I think it's possible to tie it, but oh my god. Finally got that shiny. I don't have to worry about these tasks for the remainder of the event, because I already have 2 other Hundos. Oh my god. Right, first off, I'm still getting over the Spiritomb. But as soon as I got it, I was like, there's only, one thing we're missing from this 24-hour challenge. Like, we've gotten everything else we were looking for. Got Rowlet, Spiritomb, finished the Teddiursa line, and we got the Shinies line as well. All we needed was the second Noibat. And literally, with an hour left on the timer, my alarm's going off. Shiny Noibat, number 2. Oh, dude, let's heckin' go. Nearly missed this spawn as well, because it spawned way over that way, and I'm walking that way. It literally spawned in, like, right before I went out of range of it, and I just saw it there, I checked it, and it was shiny. Dudes, oh my god, we're done. We're literally done. I don't need anything else from this 24-hour challenge, barring, I guess, a male costume Pikachu and a few of the Pumpkaboos, I think, but I don't really care. I don't particularly need them. Oh my god, dude, let's go. Okay, right, well, yeah, we're done. We're done. Well, I mean, we're not yet. We still got an hour left of the actual challenge, but when it comes to specific things I wanted, not including Hundos, because, I mean, the Hundo Teddiursa would be lovely, but when it comes to just Shinies, we're done. As the wind picks up, I apologize for any audio interference. Just one of those things, but dude, oh my god. And back to back with a Teddiursa. I was just about... There's no shot that just happened. There's no shot that just happened. I was literally just about to say, it would be nice if we got a third Teddiursa so that, like, you know, we could have, say, the entire Teddiursa line from this 24-hour challenge. And we pick it up back to back. Dudes, what the frick? Now we're done with this 24-hour challenge. Now we're done with it. We literally don't need anything else except for a Hundo Teddiursa. Imagine this Teddiursa is a Shundo, I swear to god. Okay, 11-3-2. It's not a Shundo, but that is actually insanity. Literally back-to-back checks. What? Oh my god, okay. Dude, I have no idea what the hell just happened. That is insanity. And we've beaten the record from last year. We're at 18 Shinies now. I think this was the best way it could have gone, you know? This is the best way it could have gone, you know? We got everything we needed. Barring, I guess, Antique Sinisty if you want to throw that in there, but really everything we needed, everything I wanted, we got it. That is actually amazing. Got half an hour left on the daily. We're gonna go ahead and run it. Wait, do we go back to back to back? No, it's perfectly fine. We've got half an hour left on the daily. What? I cannot wrap up this clip. I cannot wrap up this clip, can I? We go back to back, Noibat Teddiursa, and then check one Noibat. It isn't shiny. The immediate next Noibat. 561. It's rubbish. I don't even care. That is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about that, honestly. I actually don't know what to say about that. Right, yeah, well, let's just end the clip now. Well, no, we'll check the Pikachu in case that's also shiny. No. Yeah, as I was saying before, we have half an hour left on the incense. We're gonna run the daily incense to end things off. But dude, this has been one heck of a 24-hour challenge. We're at 19 shinies. If we can get to 20, that would be insane. But I don't particularly care all that much. Okay, well, it's not from the daily, but who cares? It's shiny at number 20 for the 24-hour challenge, dude. It's a shiny Froakie. That's actually a really fun one to get, you know? We got Rowlet, we got Froakie as well. Sort of finished out the pair. The only costume shiny we were missing this entire 24 hours literally was just the Pikachu, and that was it. And so that's kind of crazy. We managed to get all of them but Pikachu. 11-7-7 on that Froakie right there. It's not the best, but hey, it is what it is. Can we get Pikachu right here? I might have already checked this one, but yeah, either way, it ain't shiny. What about this Teddiursa right here? No. Alright then. Well, we got to 20 shinies, so I can't complain with that. Right, and there we go. We're in the last 30 seconds. We're not going to count the last 3 minutes in the daily because it goes over the 24 hours, and I want our stats to be, you know, exactly within the 24 hours. But one more Spiritomb task. It's not blue. It's also not the Hundo. It is what it is. 10 seconds to go. Dude, I am absolutely knackered. I'm absolutely knackered. But 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's a wrap. The 24-hour challenge for part 2 of the Halloween event 2025 is officially over. Now, I'm not going to cover my stats just yet because my phone's about to run out of screen recording space, but I am going to screenshot all my stats just so that you guys know they are exact. When it comes to the distance, it might be like 0.1 or 2 off, but, you know, it shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be that bad. You guys saw it just there, what exactly it was at, and so it doesn't really matter too much, but yeah, we'll screenshot the research. There we go. And then when I get in, I'll screenshot any remaining, you know, stats that I screenshot at the start. But yeah, for right now, I need to go do some math and work out exactly what we did. And I also need a bloody cup of tea because I'm in need of it right now. I'm in need of it. I didn't even get one this morning like I normally do. It's just, oh, Had to get out and grind, you know? Had to get out and grind, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go home and just take it chill for a minute. Go do some math and work out our stat totals and stuff, and then I'll see you guys back for the overall recap of the entire 24-hour challenge. So I'll see you in maybe like an hour or so. Right, and with that, it has been a couple days. I am as rested up as I can be from the 24-hour challenge, to be honest. 2 days is not enough time to rest up from something like that. It's insane. It's currently Halloween, which is kind of fitting that we're going to be wrapping up this video here. But of course, in the past couple days, I have had to increase my stats a little bit. But as you guys saw at the end of that last clip, I did go ahead and screenshot my stats at the start, or at the end of the grind. And so we can just go ahead and check in here. I believe it is this screenshot. Yes. Okay, so we ended at a total of 12,402.5 kilometers walked, 357,221 Pokemon caught, 164,378 Pokestops spun, and 300,844,367. Now, while I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, I did go ahead and do the math on how much of each stat we gained. So for catches, we broke 3,000. We managed 3,020 catches over the course of the entire 24 hours, which is genuinely just insane to me. I did not think we'd get as high as 3,000. I really wanted to, but I thought, like, you know, we didn't have enough Pokeballs going in at the start to where, like, you know, I thought we could comfortably hit it, but no, I managed to go ahead and hit it, which I'm pretty happy about. 1,148,615 XP. I did not run Lucky Eggs at all, and so that is very high, to be honest. Pokestops visited, we managed 1,325 stops, which honestly isn't that bad. The auto catcher did basically all of that. And distance walked, we did 52.5 kilometers. Of course, we were on a bus for a decent chunk of the 24 hours, getting back and forth to town and stuff, like, you know, to go do the grind sessions over there and stuff. As you guys saw in, like, you know, the Charmander clip and stuff, we were going very slow, and so I'm sure, like, you know, maybe 3 or 5 kilometers of that 52.5 was probably done by bus, and so on foot it was more so like 48, but still, in my opinion, those are some pretty good stats, especially the catches and stuff. I'm really proud of that one. But now when we take a look at the actual, like, you know, Pokemon we caught throughout the 24 hours, we managed 2 Hundos. We got the Purified Hundo Carvana, but it is really windy. I apologize for any audio interference. It's, yeah, welcome to October here in the UK. It's not fun wind-wise, it really isn't. Yeah, no, as I was saying, we got 2 Hundos throughout the 24 hours. We got the Purified Hundo Carvana, and then the Hundo Costume Noibat, which I'm really happy to have gone ahead and picked up. I was hoping for the Teddy Ursa as well, but just one of those things. With wild Hundos, it's a little, like, you know, it's a lot more difficult to get those than Shinies, and so, yeah, I'm just happy to go ahead and pick up one. And especially the Noibat, my personal favorite Pokemon out of the 2. Not my favorite costume, but, you know, one of those. But, yeah, and then when it comes to the Shinies, we go ahead and look here. We managed 20, which is really good, to be honest, for, like, you know, the fact that we spent a good 3 hours just indoors overnight. But a Charmander, a Costume Vulpix, Jigglypuff, the Ditto, that was crazy, gotta say. 3 of the Costume Teddy Ursas, I was not expecting to go ahead and get to 3, especially after how long it took to get the first one, but hey, I ain't gonna complain. Shiny Galarian Zigzagoon, Shiny Wurmple, which was very random, Spindo, which was very random, but the Shiny Spiritomb, easily the best pickup of the entire 24 hours. Stoked to get this, really. Been looking for the Shiny for 6 years. Finally managed to go ahead and pick it up. It's insane. But yeah, we got that, we got the Froakie, the Pumpkaboo, we got 3 of the Costume Noibats, which is amazing. Costume Rowlet, I'm ecstatic about that too. And then 3 of the Sinisties, which I'm really happy about. So honestly, an insanely good 24-hour grind, I must say. And now before we go ahead and wrap up, I want to go ahead and do some of the evolutions. Because when you look at stuff like Sinistea, we got 3. It's the brand new Shiny with the Halloween event. And so let's go ahead and evolve this 3-star one up into the phony Poltergeist, but who cares? The antique is so rare. We definitely weren't going to pick it up. We would have had to got insanely lucky. So I'm happy to at least go ahead and pick up the phony Shiny Poltergeist. I mean, but yeah, there we go. Registered to the Shiny Dex. You love to see it. Very nice little Shiny. It's very small, so you can't really notice it that much, but for what it is, I think it's a very nice Shiny. And then go ahead and evolve the Costume Teddy Ursa, the first one we got. I'll go ahead and send this one up. Now, the only issue with Ursaluna is the fact that, as you guys know, to evolve Ursaring into Ursaluna, you need a full moon. It turns out there's a bit of a loophole to get around that, because of course, as you guys can tell, it is definitely not full moon right now. It is like 10 to 3 in the afternoon. Sun's still up, you can't even see the moon. But yeah, no, there is a loophole to get around it. If you use Dawn the Charisma's Moongeist Beam, of course, it allows you to do any nighttime evolutions, and that also includes Ursaluna. And so, yeah, if we just put that on for 10 minutes, which I'm probably not going to use, we can actually just go ahead and just do the evolution. And So let's send it up to the shiny costume of Ursaluna. We definitely didn't pick up as many of these shiny costumes as I was hoping. I was hoping for at least like 4 to 5 potentially of each, but you know, what we got 3 of each. I can't complain. And there it is, the shiny Ursaluna. It's such a nice shiny with the costume. I really like it. I really like it. And I also just realized the witch hat is kind of Miss Magius themed, which I actually really like. Miss Magius is one of my favorite ghost types, and so kind of fun. We got a Miss Magius hat on the Ursaluna right there. That's fun. And then of course we need to go ahead and evolve the shiny Noibat up into shiny costume Noivern, and just go ahead and complete both the shiny costume lines for this event. And it means the only thing I need from this event is just 2 more shiny costume Rowlers, and I'm just done. Really, that's all I need. But yeah, there we go. There is the shiny costume Noivern. I will say it's definitely not the best costume they've ever done for Halloween. Probably one of the worst ones, but you know, still, I think it's cool. I really like Noivern as a Pokemon, and so I'm really happy I got a costume for the Halloween event. And yeah, overall, I'm just really happy with how this whole 24-hour challenge went. When, like, you know, when we got to like the 6-hour mark, I guess when we just started Spotlight Hour, I really didn't think we were gonna have that good of a haul from this 24 hours, just based on how we were doing at the time. But we really picked things up from 6 p.m. onwards, and so yeah, I'm really happy with how this grind went. I gotta say, definitely my best 24-hour grind I've ever done, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video we put together of it. This one, of course, is up. As I'm watching it now, it's not like the last 3, where I just never go around to editing. I've been editing this video the past 2 days, coming along pretty nicely, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Now, all that's said and done, we're gonna go ahead and round things out there for the 24-hour challenge for part 2 of the Halloween event 2025. Now, before we go ahead and wrap up properly, I have to give credit where credit is due to 2 fellow Pokemon GO content creators for the inspiration for this challenge. I want to give a massive, like, you know, just credit to Pokemon UK, fellow creator from the UK, who is he was basically the original creator who, like, you know, started doing these 24-hour challenges. He's definitely the one that inspired me the most to do this challenge. Gotta give credit to him, and definitely make sure to go check him out if you haven't already. And the other creator I want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to is Tony TM Pokemon. He did a challenge for this event just, I believe, the day before we did. He went insanely hardcore, and so yeah, if you want to see a video basically just like this, but even more hardcore, definitely go check out Tony TM's video on his 24-hour grind. The 2 biggest inspirations for this 24-hour grind, and I just want to give credit where credit is due. Leave the channels linked in the description below, and if you both are watching this, thanks for the inspiration. You guys' stuff are incredible when it comes to these 24-hour challenges, and yeah, it's definitely a fun, challenging grind, I gotta say. But definitely a fun one, and so yeah, with that out of the way, let me know in the comments down below, what is the longest grind you've ever done when it comes to Pokemon Go? Also, 24-hour grind, really only the most hardcore of players are gonna be doing these, and so I'm sure the vast majority of you guys watching this probably haven't done this yourself, and honestly, I don't I don't recommend it, because it is probably not the safest way to play the game. The very early hours of the morning session, I felt just dead in my legs. It was not good, and so I don't suggest you do something like this unless you really want to, if you're used to the hardcore stuff. But yeah, if you haven't, what's the longest grind you've done, and you know, how's the Halloween event gone for you guys so far? The video might be up at the end, like, you know, after the event's all done, and so just let me know, how did it go in the comments down below? How many shinies did you get? Any Hundos, any Shondos maybe? Let me know in the comments down below how the event went for you guys, and what your longest grind was for Pokemon Go. Happy to get comments to see you guys did. And of course, while you're down there, make sure to do all usual YouTube things. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you're notified as to when the next video comes out, and it also just shows your support greatly. Of course, this video took a lot of time and effort to go ahead and not only record, but also put together, and so I really appreciate your support if you decide to do any of those things. And all that's said and done, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching. Check out one of the videos up on screen right now, I'm sure you'll enjoy them. Whatever the next video is, I'll see you guys later.